Don't believe everything you read, especially when it comes to the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea and its brutal totalitarian leader, Kim Jong-un. Every time any new information about the dear leader comes out of the Hermit Kingdom, it goes viral. And the same thing happened with his father and grandfather, who were also the subject of sensational stories and the butt of much parody. How much of what we're told, though, is actually true? In 2014, for example, it was widely reported that Kim Jong-un fed his rebellious uncle to a pack of wild dogs. 120 starving dogs, to be precise. True or false? Turns out the story was false. It originated on a satirical Chinese blog, and yet many publications in the West have still not retracted or amended their original stories. So, what really happened with the uncle?
She was shot to death.
Okay, so he's definitely a nasty, violent dictator, but perhaps not the kind of dictator who feeds close relatives to packs of dogs. Incidentally, Kim has also been accused of silencing his critics with rocket grenades, flamethrowers, and even mortars. But the jury's still out on whether any of these methods were actually ever used. Also in 2014, it was suggested that all North Korean men were being forced to cut their hair to look like Kim Jong-un. Sounds, and let's be honest, looks like a clear human rights abuse. False. The story traces back to one rather dubious article. No proof whatsoever has emerged to substantiate this truly bizarre claim. How about North Korea hacking Sony pictures and threatening terrorist attacks if US theaters played The Interview, a satirical movie about an assassination attempt on Kim Jong-un? That was true, right?
North Korea engaged in this attack.
But here's why it may be false. Leading cybersecurity analysts have since concluded it was most likely an inside job by disgruntled Sony employees who may have collaborated with outside hackers. Whoops. Now, if so much about Kim and the DPRK is false, what's actually true? Well, a report by the United Nations found the North Korean regime has committed crimes against humanity, including murder, enslavement, torture, imprisonment, rape, forced abortion, and other sexual violence against the population. And in January, they decided to spend their limited cash on another alleged nuclear test instead of food for their starving citizens. See, Kim's crimes against the North Korean people are bad enough without us having to invent stuff to make him look extra crazy and extra kooky. Turning the dear leader into a cartoon character who we mock and laugh at doesn't do anything to help his oppressed people. So remember, clickbait out of North Korea tends to be just that, clickbait.